one man tossed eternally into the wilderness, he will have to battle and beat some of RuneScape's toughest monsters in order to supply and upgrade his weaponry and armor. All of this while being able to be attacked by any other player at any given time. But who? Who would take on such a fearsome challenge? I present Wildanator!
How is everyone diddling? It's been a while, boys and girls, but it feels good to be back. If you're wondering where I've been, I did put out a community post, or maybe you're just like, oh yeah, forgot this fella existed. I can't say I played much whilst I've been real-lifing, but I did jump on at times and did some AFK hellhounds for some clue juggling and some thieving exploration, so you haven't missed too much from what I've actually recorded. So, the more eager-eyed among you may have noticed that we have 3 beautiful hard clue caskets in the bank ready to pop open. But not just yet. So we ended the last episode on about 3,500 Hellhounds kills for our 3 caskets. Well, we're a little bit over 8k now. I did accidentally open 1 casket, not that it gave us much stuff of value, but that does mean that we've killed nearly 5,000 Hellhounds for 4 caskets. Which, to be fair, is a fair few, but it's been something that's been nice and AFK whilst I've been pretty busy. So, goals for this episode. Well, as much as I love the mass slaughter of the devil dogs, I'd like another way to get hard clues for my hard clue juggling. So I want to work towards 84 thieving for the rogue's chest. They provide some pretty nice supplies along with hard clues at a rather nifty rate. Those 3 hard caskets that we have in the bank, well, I'd like to open them at thieving milestones, you know, just to keep the grind fresh. Now we're all nicely caught up, let's crack on with the live stuff. So we started off even by pickpocketing rogues. Whilst my thieving is in the low 40s, it's absolutely terrible. I'm just getting continually caught, so we're averaging about 22k per hour. In terms of wilderness skilling rates, this isn't necessarily the worst I've had. However, I was pretty eager to try and find a better method. I explored various places where there are chests, drawers and gates that all give XP and thieving, but none were really worth doing until I found one particular chest at the Pirate's hideout. There are lots of chests in the Pirate's hideout that give XP, but most of them are very small amounts, apart from the 2 on the southern wall after I did some testing. One of these chests gives 25 XP, but it does give a nature rune every time. The other chest, however, gives 125 XP per steal. So after doing some testing, I found I was able to get 31k XP an hour, which is far better than our 22k at rogues, if I just kept hopping and stealing from the chest that gave 125 XP. So that was going to be our best option going forward. I did some testing with the other chest as well. Stealing from both, I was able to get 26k XP per hour. And stealing from the one with the nature rune in, I was able to get 6.2k XP per hour, which is pretty terrible. But you would also get 250 natures an hour. I feel at the start of my account, this probably would have been my preferred option, as runes and cash were pretty hard to come by. This method hasn't been too bad, and there we have 60 thieving. It could very well be worthwhile going back and exploring the rogues now though. Before continuing on with thieving, I needed some AFK time, so we AFK'd some clue scrolls. First one is going to be in the deep wilderness in the ruins area. The next one is going to be in the wilderness deserted camp west of the resource area. Third clue scroll we've got, that one is, that's actually in the resource centre, or near the resource centre, near the Magic Axe hut. So all of these are pretty deep so far. This one is the Agility Wilderness course. That's probably the last one I'll do because it's so far away, it might be hard to get back for the other clue scrolls. And the final one is Eastern Green Dragons, which is really easy to get to. Okay then, let's dig up this first one, see if it's back-to-back for a guaranteed casket. It's not a back-to-back because the desert is not in the wilderness. Just finish up this Zamrock Mage. We only need 1 wilderness step for a guaranteed casket, because obviously we've got 5 clues. So, could this be the guaranteed casket? Oof, Edgeville, that is very, very close, but not the wilderness. Okay then, this is going to be step number 3. Let's see if this one's going to be a wilderness step. It's not. We could still get a 4 or 5 step casket, or a wildy step though, so I'm pretty hopeful. Okay, this is going to be step number 4, so this could potentially be a casket. I hate it when I get down to my last couple of clues without a back-to-back. I'd rather get an early back-to-back, but damn, it's not a casket and it's not a wilderness step. It all comes down to the last clue. So far, I've got a back-to-back pretty much every time I've done this, so yeah, let's hope we get lucky on the last clue and get a 5-step casket, because that's going to be really painful if not, or a back-to-back wilderness step. As I've run my raggedy ass out to the old Wilderness Agility course, which we've done about 3,500 laps of, or 3,500 on the counter, I'm starting to ponder, is 5 steps the way to go? I think it is, because I think the odds of not getting a Wilderness back-to-back full stop within any of our 5 clues, or getting a 4 or 5 clue casket, is pretty low. I think that... yeah, we'd have to be pretty unlucky not to get the 5-step casket now and not have a single Wilderness back-to-back, but we're about to find out whether we are unlucky or whether Jagex can be kind. Just give us a casket. Come on, casket, casket. Oh my days, it's a clue. Please, please be a back-to-back. Okay, so if it's a Wilderness one, we're absolutely fine, and that's a guaranteed casket. Please just be a Wilderness one. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, boys, that is pain. That is such pain. I'm a weak man, boys. I'm a weak man. I was going to save these for FIFA milestones, and I would have really liked to, but yeah, after that clue session, I am busting at seams to get some of these open, so let's bust these caskets open and see what we can get. First casket is going to be Black D'hide Body. Okay, now that is interesting. That is quite the upgrade on our Red D'hide Body. The problem is, it's not going to protect over much. Oh man, when I saw the collection log pop up, I got super excited, but just Taibo teleports. Okay, and our final casket, we are after the best D'hide. What can we get? Oh, that is a big pile of, yeah, we already are able to get all of those items. Okay, 3 caskets, we can't expect too much. I would have absolutely loved some Blessed D'hide. The problem with Black D'hide is it's not going to protect over anything, so plus 31 range on the Red D'hide. And there are defensive bonuses, and on the black it's plus 36, and we have better magic defense. I need to have a little think about where I can use that, but yeah, that's quite a big upgrade. We are just about to grab ourselves, there it is, level 65 thieving. Although it says 20k, I am averaging actually about 30k, which is about the same as a chess, but I was just getting so sick and tired of world hopping constantly, so we've gone back to rogues. As much as I love statically clicking in one spot, I need to mix up the thieving grind with something so I don't go completely insane. We've got 100 spiders, which means Venenatas, but our ether stack is absolutely abysmal, which we need for the crossbow. So we're going to go to Revenant and hopefully land ourselves a cheeky chainmace in the process. That's wishful thinking, eh? We're going to go to Revenant until we've got 100 bracelets and then do the Venenatas task. Ah, shit. Ancestral and all of the goodies. This is going to be a challenging tank.
Ice in the fucking veins, mate! Fucking have that, you cunt! Send that to your fucking friends! Out fucking played.
This is not the sort of progress or level I saw coming from Revs, but it's one that I'm really happy to get, and it's going to be at level 4 Hunter. I may or may not have died a couple of times whilst roaming around the wilderness, and I may or may not need to collect a few more Major Arena 2 capes. I just want to show you boys how I collect them, as I think it's pretty quick. I use a Revenant teleport, which takes me right to Lava Maze, where my Zamarok demon spawns. By the way, boys, did that change? Because it's the same spot for me every time. Is that for everyone, or is that just my account-specific spawn? Anyway, I kill the big bastard, I run his offal to some creep that wants it in the Major Arena bank, and then I rinse and repeat. I've got a sneaky suspicion that Major Arena 2 capes aren't going to be a problem for some time. We've been busy dipping our hands deep inside these bold boys' pockets. That's going to be 70 thieving. Okay, this is going to be a tough one. We've got some Chadosaurus Rex and the Crystal Armour and the big old F-bow, so it's going to be a tricky escape. And the Elder Maul, he's got all the goodies, this young man. What the fuck am I? I think our dog sums this up nicely.
Yo, straight up, Mr. Wildanator, you're the boy, dude.
Speaking of Mr. R. Diddley Dog, he finds us in the caves, and this man is a top-tier PKer with a refreshing attitude, so I never mind perishing to his fine hands. We almost got the better of him, but I did mess up the Mithril Seed Walk. Some of his chat told him not to slay me. Cheers, boys. And on this humble occasion, he decided not to pluck himself some finely crafted Red D'hide Body. This man literally noped out. He was like, I'm not getting entangled. I'm not sitting there whilst he talks shit to me. I'm off. Goodbye. Thank you very much. Oh shit. I was doing something on the side. I didn't even realise I got that. Oh man, a Tharamin Scepter. That's a duplicate. That's... yeah, that's not a Vigora's Chainmace. Okay. Always nice to see a milli on the floor. What's nice in seeing a milli on the floor? Seeing 2 million on the floor. So, yeah, you know we're only down to one crossbow. Well, we log into a world, we actually get hit, and then, yeah, we hop worlds, but kind of don't. As you can see, there's the mage there next to us. Yeah, this really worried me, but it actually was completely fine. I just hopped worlds. Something I noticed is when they moved the Revenant Caves to a two-way exit and entrance, something that's worth doing is just running over to the steps and acting like you're going to leave the caves, and then don't actually leave. Yeah, it's pretty simple, but the PKers obviously don't want you to get gaps, so leave really quickly, and yeah, they just sort of stood outside with their thumb in their arse. Since we've started to work towards Hunter, these genies are really meaningful again, so it's really nice to see. And yeah, with the rub of this lamp, that's going to be a level 5 Hunter. We've nearly got the effort we need for the Venator's grind, but there's a couple more preps things that we need to do. We need some more supplies, but also we need some more magic gear for the old Entangle and Log when we need it. So we're going to go up to the Chaos Fanatic, give this Black D'hide body a whirl, and grab some mage gear. So, taking our Black D'hide body up here wasn't actually as clever as I thought, because it's not as easy escape as I remember. Obviously, with the most recent wilderness updates, NPCs no longer PJ you, so it used to be a super easy escape here. You would just wait for the Fanatic to respawn, and he would tag off the PK. As you can see, I'm trying to get around the Fanatic, so he can tag off the PK. Yeah, NPCs don't take priority anymore, so that was a really silly thing to do. But as any seasoned escapologist knows, you don't just bring the one form of escape, so we use the old and classic Entangle and Log and still manage to get away and keep our Black D'hide body. Whilst up at the Fanatic, he dropped us a hard clue scroll, and that is a wilderness step, which means we can keep that for our next clue juggling session. Ooh, a little malediction shard. We just need one from a Scorpio task, and then we'll be able to make our third malediction ward. We were really close to 800 Fanatic kills. As you can see, we've only got 100 charges left on the bow, so cut that pretty fine. But yeah, that's going to be KC 800, and as you can see, we've got some Split Bark and some Zamrock in there. So yeah, we can use that as magic gear when we need to do the old Entangle and Log. We have been just about scraping by on supplies, so we've been smashing through some LMS, the old pew pew with the DDS, a big shudumph with the AGS. Got to give the old big bally boy some action. The way I play LMS, Darox is my favourite upgrade. We slapped a couple of boaty numbers, you stupid ginger prick, and we won a few games. In case anybody is wondering, this is my LMS stats. Yeah, we've played a few games. Alright, our win rate isn't the best, but it does what we need to do, and yeah, as a wilderness only account, blighted items are my bread and butter. So we're going to grab ourselves some blighted anglerfish, probably some blighted clams, and some blighted super restores. It's really nice being wilderness only that I'm able to use... Well, blighted items is normal food, really. I forget that they're not normal food because I spend all my time in the wilderness. So let's pick up some blighted restores, leave 100 points in the bank, and yeah, that's the supplies fully restored. I'm going to take my Black D'hide body to the spider's task. Yeah, it's pretty risky and we might very well lose it. As you can see, we now have 100 bracelets, which is really useful. But there's no point in me collecting dust on my Black D'hide body in the banks. And really, we're holding out for one of the blessed items. So let's tear these up. That's going to be 25,000 Ether. And yeah, see what we can do to the big old spider. The only thing you need to be able to escape is some entangle pouches in your pockets, some bravery in your heart, and some very, very speedy legs. Just keep on running. KC of this big spider is going to be KC 1200, a 557 kill. Yeah, that's because I had to reload twice. I'm not bad, I promise. Kills don't normally take me that long. Haha, see? Told you I wasn't bad. 53-second kill, that's incredibly fast actually, but just 2 kills later. 60 Onyx bulk tips, that's going to be some money. Ooh, hello. Haven't been doing much Wilderness Slayer, so missed the sight of these little fellas. With 52 spiders left on the task, that's another Laren's Key. Well... Hello, it's a fair few of you boys. There's going to be absolutely no escape from this one, so that is going to be a big old GF to the Black D'hide body. Asking to be put in the vid and one calling me a tramp. Come on boys, you've got to unify that trash talk approach. Jagex, remove dragon picks from the wilderness. My knobbly knees are clacking together at the thought of it. But seriously, that's like dragon pick number 12 or something. Kill of this big spider is going to be the task over. 1286 killed, and we still don't have the treasonous ring, so won't be all that long before we come up to 3 times the drop rate. I think what I might do is, I'm quite enjoying myself up here, is go to 1300 KC. Okay, yep, I'll admit it, doing an extra few kills was an absolutely terrible decision. But, you know, fair play boys, you're pretty well organised with your D-spears and your AGSs and whatnot, and good fight. I think that takes us nicely to a place where we're ready to look at the goals list. If you've enjoyed having me back, boys, please do drop it a like, and if you aren't already, you silly fools, please do drop it a subscription. So, taking a look at the goals. Boss Pets hasn't changed in quite some time, has it? Maybe we should go for that Chaos Elemental one soon. As I said, the Treasonous Ring, we're still hunting, but yeah, surely nearly 3 times the drop rate. That's got to be coming quite soon. Vigora's Chain Mace, when are you coming in, buddy? When are you coming in? Because then we can absolutely destroy some Vetion. The Elder Chaos Robes, well, really we could just camp them. It's quite an easy one to do, but I kind of want to do them when I just get Chaos Druid Task, because it just makes it a bit more fun. The skills list, right, okay, we are certainly working towards that 84 Rogue's Chest and made an absolutely huge dent in it this video. Hopefully we can complete that one next video. I've actually just noticed as well that I've got 85 for the Magic Longbow on there, and we got that from one of the clues. However, that's still going to be a goal, because I would like to be able to make my own. Once we do have the Rogue's Chest, it will be a nice way to get clue scrolls and hopefully start knocking off some of that miscellaneous. Some of the other skills and things that need skills, like things like the Glory, I am slowly working on and collecting supplies. So, yeah, they might not be in the too distant future. Hopefully won't be long till the Wilderness Boss rework. It'd be really nice to get one of those big pets, I think, before that comes out. But yeah, I've got some exciting plans. I'm just waiting to see how that all plays out. I've already got some Season 3 things in mind going forward for, you know, a bit further down the road. But yeah, could be some really exciting stuff to come on the channel. And as always, an absolutely massive thank you to my YouTube members. You have been absolutely scammed in recent months, apologies. But we've got Big Papa Rare, the legend that is Weezers, Mr. Pancakes, ELUW2, 202mil, Mr. Ian Beatty and Jacob Brooks. Until next time guys, thank you all very much for watching. I'm glad to be back. Have a great day, week, weekend, whatever it is to you, and goodbye.